I'm talking this whole time with no sound. I'm so excited because it's Monday that I forgot to unmute myself. And so I just sat there and talked for 45 seconds with no sound. Apologize for that. But hey, it's Monday is what I was saying. I'm super excited. I love Monday. If you don't like Monday and you're like, Glenn, this dude needs to get on out of here with all his I love Monday stuff, well, then you in the wrong place. I'm just letting you know. It's Monday. Let's go. Hashtag rise and grind. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday. Can you believe it? Monday, January 11th already, 2021. That's right. It's Monday, January 11th, 2021. And what's crazy is today is seriously, bro. Think about this. Today is the very first and the very last time it will ever be Monday, January 11th, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. I am Glenn Lundy. I am your host here on Hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm also the creator of the Rise and Grind group on Facebook. That's hashtag Rise This Grind. Look us up. This is the only place online where you will find nothing but motivation, education, inspiration. I promise there's nothing else in there. We have like 54 different moderators that make sure to keep it clean and keep it safe. So we'd love to have you as a part of our Rise and Grind family. There's always room for one more. It's what I love about the internet. We're also live right now over on Clubhouse as Rise and Grind presents Breakfast with Champions. That is where we go from 5 a.m. till 10 a.m. over on the new Clubhouse platform. It's been an incredible experience. For those of you that are listening on Clubhouse, I'm so happy to see you this morning. Thank you for joining us. If you would like the full production of what we're doing as far as videos and clips and music and all of those things, you can follow, or you can go over to official Glenn Lundy on Facebook, and you can follow along over there as well if you would like more of a 3D experience. Otherwise, right here in Clubhouse, I am super glad to hang out with you this morning here on Monday. Welcome to day 1 of the rest of your life. Now, I know that sounds cheesy. I know you've heard that before, but here's what I want you to understand. You are at the right time and in the right place this morning. I just want to breathe that into you right here, right now, right this morning. You are in the right place at the exact right time. You see, there is absolutely no coincidence that you're here with me this morning. None. Zip. Zero. I know it for a fact. How do I know? You're like, well, how do you know that, Glenn? I know that because if you think about it, I want you to think about it this morning. I want you to think about every possible choice you could have made this morning. from every different room that you could have jumped in on Clubhouse, or every different page you could have scrolled past on Facebook, from every decision that you made, right? Like every time you decided to wake up, whatever time you decided to wake up this morning, whatever time you decided to get out of bed today, like literally every decision that you made, there was ultimately at least a trillion different occurrences that could have happened. You could have found another page, another room. You could have not gotten on your phone. You could have not gotten on the internet. You could have went left. You could have went right. You could have went up. You could have went down. You could have slept in. You could have got up earlier. You could have stayed up later. Every decision. I want you to think about that. Literally trillions of decisions. And 99% of those decisions would have led you somewhere else. Do you understand that? But against all odds, you arrived right here with me this morning, in this space, in this time, and I am so incredibly thankful that you did. I am so incredibly thankful that you did, and I hope that you're ready for today to be the first day of your meteoric rise. That's what we're going to call it. Today is the first day of your meteoric rise. See, you have to understand something. There is so much greatness in you. You are wise beyond your years. You are powerful to the core. What you're able to do is ridiculous. You are absolutely beautiful from head to toe in every sense of the word. Ultimately, you are divine. You are absolutely divine. You see, you are the magnificent embodiment of all that is possible in the universe. You are unique. You are capable. You are strong. Now, this morning, what I want you to do is I just want you to take a second and be present with me. I want you to inhale real deep. Just inhale, take a deep breath. Hold it. Exhale. And today we're going to prevail. There was a quote in our Rise and Grind planner. The Rise and Grind planner has quotes that are submitted by actual group members. And on the top of the planner today, as I opened it up, it said, inhale, exhale, and prevail. And I thought, wow, those are powerful words to start off a Monday morning. Thank you so much for submitting that. Listen, now that you're here and now that you're present with me, now that you realize and recognize that it is not a coincidence that you ended up in this space and in this time, now that you're grounded and you've pushed everything else aside for just a moment so that you can experience what it's like to be exactly where you are at the exact time that you're supposed to be there. Now that we've done that, I want to do something real quick. If you're watching on Facebook, this is the part of the show where we're going to do some dancing. You're going to hear some music in the background. We're going to get that body moving. We're going to get that blood flowing. We're going to get that heart pumping. We're going to do all of those things. And for those of you on Facebook, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, whether you're watching at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time or 5:30 a.m. Pacific, I want you to say what's up. I'll definitely connect with you and say what's up back. This is also, if you're listening on podcast, make sure you connect with me. If you're watching on YouTube, wherever you're at, I want you to say what's up. I want to say what's up back to you. My man Sean Jones is on here this morning. Will Ramsey, Kim Fair, Angela Heath. We got Elizabeth Tinchers in the house. Melissa Young-Klein, Pam Woosley, Janelle Griego, Krista Buggs up in here, Jeremy Noling. Over on the Clubhouse side, we got Bree in the house this morning. We've got Dre and Julie. Of course, we've got Rick, Wendy, Jeff Baker. What's up, Kylie? How you doing, Rob? Great to see you this morning. We need to bring Rob up on the stage. We got David up in here. We've got Joy. Great to see you, Joy. How you doing, Sylvie? How you doing, Deanna? We got LaShonda's up in here. Davita, Christina, Tara, Rob, Zell, Philip. Oh my goodness, it's packed over here. Shannon, we got you over on Clubhouse. I see you. We got J. Casey Pendleton over there on Facebook. We've got AJ Anderson and John Coltonborn. My goodness, we are packed up in here this morning. Between the two rooms, there are currently 500 people live enjoying this morning's episode. This is a Monday morning, folks. Do you realize the elite group of humans that you are a part of that is up rising on a Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. Eastern, getting it in, changing the way that you start your day? Do you realize that? Brantley Soma's up in here this morning. Melinda Gayheimer. We got all kinds of folks. I'm loving seeing all of you. Thank you for being here. Aaron and Merlin and Nakia and D'Angela and Tanya and Jonathan and Otto and then Celia over on Facebook and Arlen Anderson over on Facebook. It's like juggling, going back and forth. It's crazy. I love it. Listen, hashtag Rise and Grind is on podcast. You can download it. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on Clubhouse. And if anybody can help, I've been trying to get LinkedIn Live forever. For some reason, they won't give me that LinkedIn Live. Maybe somebody listening right now knows how to help me out with that. If you can, I'd appreciate it. Listen, you are 2 weeks in. You are 2 weeks in to this new year. And hopefully you're on track. And this week, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to set and keep your goals. As you know, most people won't keep their resolutions, which New Year's resolutions are very similar to goals, right? It's a dream or a vision for a different state than where we currently are that we hope to achieve in 2021. And most people aren't going to be able to achieve those, but not you. Not you. See, you're different. You're unique. You're here. You're the elite, right? And so what I want to do is I want to talk about it this week. How do we set and actually keep our goals? So I want you to strap in. I want you to take some notes because you are about to become a goalkeeper. I'm going to start this off quite simply with these particular words. Who, what, where, when, why. Write those down on a piece of paper somewhere if you've never heard them before. If you've never heard them before, also, I'd like to know what rock you've been living under your entire life. But these 5 words, who, what, where, when, and why, are incredibly powerful words. These are probably the most important questions when it comes to the story of your life. You see, you have to understand something. Goal setting isn't as simple as it seems. It's not just words on paper. It's imagination in motion. You see, you've been given a gift in this life. You are ultimately the child of the ultimate creator, the one who created everything. And so because of that, buried in your distinct DNA is the ability to create a life of health, of wealth, and of spiritual abundance. As they say those words, I want you to resonate on those. I want you to allow those words to seep into your being. Health, wealth, and spiritual abundance. You see, I believe there's basically 7 key pillars that you need to focus on, you need to evaluate yourself on. I have a mentor and friend by the name of Liza Myers-Borges who helped me really identify the importance of auditing in these particular areas. So I think it's important that you look at your faith, you look at your fitness, you look at your finances, you look at your friends, you look at your family, you look at your career, and you take a look at yourself. Grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in all 7 of those areas. And then what you want to see is as you audit those particular areas of your life, audit them, check back in on them on the regular. If you're not seeing movement, if you're not seeing growth in those 7 areas of your life, then we need to reevaluate. Because see, it's so important that your rise, your meteoric rise be achieved. You see, I firmly believe that when you win, I win. I firmly believe that we are all connected and united in this incredible thing called life. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge advocate for unity. You see, I believe the world is filled with abundance and that you winning does not take from me, but actually you winning strengthens me. And so as we dive in this week into this goal keepers and how to set our goals and how to keep our goals, I want you to really embody what it looks like. What does it look like when you're in full health? What does it look like to experience wealth? What does it look like when you step out into the world and you see the abundance that exists all around you? You see, most people do not know how to properly extract this gift they've been given, this ability, right? This thing that's in your DNA that allows you to create this life of health, wealth, and spiritual abundance. Most don't know how to properly extract that ability. They're kind of like a superhero. When you see Spider-Man first finds out that he's kind of got some powers and he's stumbling around, he's tripping on himself, he's falling flat on his face, he's getting back up, he's trying to figure it out, he's confused, he doesn't know why, he's a little bit bigger and his pants don't fit, right? And unfortunately in life, some people never discover how to activate their true power. It breaks my heart. You, however, are in the exact right place at the exact right time out of trillions of options, trillions of places, trillions of things that could have kept you from being right here, right now, in this moment. You, however, are not going to be one of those. You're going to be one that taps in, that extracts that greatness, that unwraps this gift of creation. And so as we do that, as we dive into that this week, I need you to know something. Very first and foremost, you have to know this. Reaching for your goals prior to having an appreciation for where you currently are in life won't work. It simply won't work. And I've heard this a million times over. Everyone says you got to write your goals. You got to write your goals. You got to write your goals. But a lot of times they miss this fact that actually writing your goals without gratitude first can lead to shifting you into a negative frequency. It can make you feel less than. It can make you feel not valuable. I wish I had a bigger house. I wish I had more money. I wish I was better looking. When we say these things, it can have a negative connotation on our system. So listen, goals by themselves are better than no goals at all. But goals that are preceded by gratitude, now that's some rocket fuel, my friends. That is the rocket fuel. I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful for my financial situation. I'm thankful for my body. And now we can stretch and now we can reach. So reaching for your goals starts with the words, thank you. Thank you for where I am right now. Thank you for what I've received. Start every day saying thank you, and it will absolutely change your life. Now we're going to go into step 1. Remember that list I gave you? Who, what, where, when, why. This is how we tell the story. Well, it all starts with who. Who do you want to be? Listen, we just spent the first 20 minutes getting you present. We spent the first 20 minutes like grounding you. Now I want you to ask that question. Who do you want to be? And ask it seriously. Are you rich? Or are you poor? My mic just did something weird in my headphones. I hope you guys can't hear that. Are you rich or are you poor? Are you healthy? Or are you sick? You choose. Are you strong? Or are you weak? Like, you decide. Do you understand this? You get to decide. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be ugly? Or do you want to be beautiful? Do you want to be innovative and creative? Do you want to be confident and intelligent? Do you want to be wise and versed? Do you want to be seasoned and well-traveled? Who do you want to be? And listen, when I say who do you want to be, like, don't be lame about it, all right? Seriously, don't be lame. Don't be shy. I want you to embellish. I want you to allow yourself to explore the limitless possibilities that exist in this universe. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be an amazing husband or an amazing wife? Do you want to be an amazing mother or an amazing father? Do you want to be a baller? Do you want to be a pastor? Do you want to be a ballet dancer? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to be an astronaut? Do you want to be a YouTube giant? Dude, who do you want to be? Do you want to be an asset? Do you want to be a contributor? Do you want to be a global impactor? Like, who? You see, most people, what I've found is most people can't achieve their goals because they have no idea. Not only do they not have any idea who they are currently, but they have no idea who they want to be. For some reason, somewhere in their life, they've shrank, they've shriveled, they've lost the imagination, they've lost the realization that in your DNA is the ability to create. So we start telling ourselves stories that are small, stories that are weak, stories that are frustrating, stories that ultimately hold us into this space, this safe little comfy corner of the universe that drives us mad. It drives us insane because we know, we feel it deep down inside. There's so much more. Listen to me. Who do you want to be is the first question you must answer to become a goalkeeper. If you want to become the type of person that meets and achieves and exceeds their goals in finances, in faith, in fitness, with their families, with their friends, in their careers, and with how they feel about themselves, you have to start off with, who do you want to be? Take the time to figure that question out. We're so busy. We're waking up. We're running over here. We're running over there. We're doing this over here. We're taking care of the kids over here. We're taking care of the spouse over here. We're going to this meeting. We're answering this email. We're spending time over on social media. We're over on Clubhouse. We're over on Facebook. We're over on LinkedIn. We're over on Instagram. We're over on TikTok. We're doing all of these things, but we haven't taken the time to answer the most fundamental question that will ultimately drive your life and drive your meteoric rise. Who do you want to be? Listen, I want to be the host of the #1 morning show in the world. That's what I want to be. That's who I want to be. I want to be the host of the #1 morning show in the world. That desire alone forces me to get up at 3:20 every single day. It forces me to work out because I know my body's got to be strong in order for me to run on 4 hours and 20 minutes of sleep. I know that I got to look good because don't nobody want to do a morning show with somebody that don't look good or don't feel good, right? Nobody wants to watch somebody who's sick. They want to see somebody who's full of energy at 5:30 in the morning. So it forces me to work out. It forces me to be a good father. It forces me to be a good husband, right? Ain't nobody, you ain't going to get to the number one morning show in the world if you're out there being promiscuous and beating your kids. Let's just face it. That ain't going to happen. So I want to be the host of the number one morning show in the world. In order to do that, it forces me to create content every single day. It forces me to get into the studio, build a full production, set up all of the cameras. It forces me to turn the lights on. You think just at some point in my life, I was like, you know what? I just want to get up at 5:30 a.m. and put bright, stinking lights on my face and go live in front of 500 people in the morning and ultimately 20,000 people throughout the day. Do you think like, no, man, it's not that I want to do that. It's that I want to be the number one morning show host in the world. Therefore, that's what I have to do. You feel me? It forces me to connect with other amazing humans in the space, and it forces me to innovate. This show started in my closet. This show started in the closet with the water heater. It was about 6 feet wide and about 8 feet deep. That's where the show started. Now we're on YouTube. We're on podcast. We're trying to crack into LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. We're now over on Clubhouse, where we've been making massive waves with Breakfast with Champions. It's been amazing, right? I'm constantly having to innovate. I'm constantly having to connect with other people in the space. How do I do this? How do I connect with more people? How do I reach more followers? How do I become a better speaker? How do I give a better delivery, right? I have to make those decisions because if I want to be, which I do, I want to be the number one morning show host in the world. It drives me to do those things. It forces me to study. It forces me to learn. It forces me to keep going when I don't feel like it. It forces me to run with no sleep at times. It forces me to show up when I don't feel like showing up. Listen to me this morning. Inhale. Come on. Breathe it in. Come on. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. We got to get grounded real quick. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on. Let's do it one more time. One more time. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Listen to me. I know who you are. And I really want you to receive this morning. I know who you are. You say you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. The best version, not an average version, not a little bit below average, not a little bit above average, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. So I know who you are. Fact. Now, the only question is, do you know who you want to be? My friend, you have my permission this morning. I give you my permission. You have permission to dream and to become that thing that you want to be, whatever that is. You have permission. I grant it to you because you see, I stinking love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. As my brothers, as my sisters, I do. I truly, absolutely love you. And I know that when you rise, I know the impact that it'll make on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. Just you showing up here this morning has made an impact on me. Do you understand? It matters. So take some time, write it down. Who do you want to be? Don't be lame. Don't think small. You have greatness in you. You are an incredible, amazing human being with unique gifts. The world needs more of what you've got. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. That's right. You can go to glennlundy.com. Also, if you'd like to be a part of our mastermind, hashtag Rise and Grind Elite, we do sessions. We meet on 6:30 a.m. on Mondays and also 3:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. We're going to be doing a 7-week goalkeepers course in there where we'll dive into some things in depth as far as strategies on how to map these things out, so on and so forth. So if you go to riseandgrindelite.com, you can join us if you'd like. If you'd like to be a part of a group of individuals that's really their focus and target, we'd love to have you. Otherwise, you can go to glennlundy.com. You get tons of videos for free, 700, 800 of them, as a matter of fact, for free. You can totally do that. Would love to do that. Would love to connect with you in that space as well. But most importantly, will you do me a huge favor? Will you come back here again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m.? Because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an amazing day, my friends. I absolutely stinking love you. Who do you want to be? Go get it.
On my feet before the sunrise, stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'ma wake the world. It's so alarming. I hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on